Step 1 was making sure that the stream would actually go live when I pressed the button. But from the looks of it, everything's fine. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. That's quality content right there. Okay, yeah. Everything seems to be going smoothly now. Fantastic. Okay, now I can tell the internet that I'm doing this. Had I posted all of the going live messages first, I would have run the risk of hitting the go live button and it not working. And that just would have been embarrassing. Just absolutely just the worst. So let me put it in a couple of places. Do I put it in? No, I just boosted myself in there. That's fine. I'll behave. I won't make too much of an utter mess of myself. Let's see here. I should put it in. Skirting cartoonishly to lurk while I work. I'm just imagining you like a cat that's got the zoomies just on all fours, unable to find purchase on the linoleum. But I'm happy you're here. Hello. Hello, Sheila. Welcome in. If you'll give me just a moment, I am going to be blasting this to various places. Where is the self-promotion section in Gatai? Is there a self-promotion? Yes, there is. Huzzah. Scrambles into snooze with the animals. They are very snoozy, actually. Meatloaf has found a little hiding spot underneath some laundry where the kitten can't find him because she's not big enough to jump onto the table yet. So he pops up there whenever he wants to, like, get away. And she runs around the bottom of the table being like, where is he? Where's my brother? I want to spend time with him. And he's like, don't let her know I'm here. It's very cute. Very, very, very cute. Let me see here. Dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Alright, that's all the places that I can spam it. I'm pretty sure. All the places that will allow me to spam it. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hello, Susie. I already said hello, Sheila. I said hello, Blastflight. I don't think I said you by name, though. I just responded to what you posted. Hello. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. You will notice that I do not have any box redeems or my VTuber model. We're going incredibly light today. During the hurricane, I backed up all of my data into zip files. And in doing so, I might have broken a couple of file paths. This is good for me because it means that I now have to reorganize all my files and clean everything up. Half of my files were directing towards documents, half were directing towards my external hard drive, half were aimed directly at my downloads folder. I knew where everything was, and I still know where everything is, but having to back all that up and realizing, wow, I've really made like a spaghetti code out of my PC, means that I have to consolidate and reorganize my files, and I've already started. I got a very good start, I would say, on that. However, I probably should fix it before I like try to do anything new. So we're going very light. Henbert's on vacation. He's off. We're not going to have the VTuber up. It's just going to be pure Minecraft and nothing fancy. And we'll see how that goes. Hopefully you still find it entertaining. But yes, welcome in. So, nothing but Minecraft and the sultry sound of my voice. No way, I'm a streamer? What are you talking about? I've been streaming consistently for all of 2024. Not a dip in activity whatsoever. Not even the slightest. Welcome, NC. I'm happy to see you. Hello, Estelle. If I didn't already say hello, I forget who I said hello to. let's go ahead and actually zoop on over to the game, if you don't mind. Zoop. Not even my transition is still here. It's just an immediate hard cut. I forgot about that. OBS actually yelled at me when I booted it up saying, hey, that video file for your cool leaf transition, we don't know where that is. And I went, I'm sure it's fine. But now that I see it in practice, I'm like, wow, that is very abrupt. Oh, well, fair enough. I'll deal with that later. Let's go ahead and join the Haycraft server. Once again, we are playing on the Haycraft SMP. And we have some cleanup to do. Daily Dad, someone asked me to name 2 structures that hold water. I said, well, damn. But yes, welcome everybody. We are on the Haycraft SMP. I have some cleanup that I want to do. What button is it F5? Yes, F5 rotates the camera around. I have some cleanup that I need to do. The last time that I streamed on here, which was not very long ago, I promise you, it was very, very recently, I may have made a bit of a mess of my place. First of all, we have the chicken, the giant chicken, which is incomplete. We did not complete this giant chicken statue. It's just kind of sitting there without a face. But more to the point, all the wool that was supposed to go towards this ended up going towards something else instead. We may have built a giant Perry the Platypus to cover up the cube. And we honestly should dismantle that. We have anvils just all over the place. Just so many anvils. Is that? No, just a corner piece of my fence. I thought for a second the fence, like, it was missing a gap, and I'm like, oh, that's where all my sheep went. No, that's fine. We're all good. We just don't have that many sheep. Also, let me see if the map will show us this. Yeah, you see all of these yellow dots? That's various chickens that are running around and causing some, not severe, but difficult lag. Some very difficult lag. So I need to clean up the chickens. I need to clean up that chicken. I need to clean up that platypus. I need to clean up the anvils. But before we do any of that, I actually wanted to get some grunt work done. You see on my map here, I do have a waypoint that I just kind of key smashed. This is the nearest mountainous biome that I could find that still had gravel. So we're actually going to go on a little bit of an expedition. We're going to grab some food, which should be in one of these chests. Do I have any food? I have 26 cooked chicken on me. That'll have to do. We are actually going to go on a quick expedition to go collect some gravel. I should probably bring some torches with me. I have planks. Do I have coal? I have 8 blocks of coal. That'll do. That'll do fine. Let me bring another stack or so of oak planks with me for sticks. Sticks, you see. All right, and let's run into the wild blue yonder and go collect a whole bunch of gravel. One of the things that I realized I was really missing during my very short hiatus, the time that I spent, like the 5 minutes that I was not streaming, definitely not longer than that, that I realized I was missing, was the bean. I realized, you know what I miss? I miss having a single giant mega base from which all my other constructions sort of like grow. Back on the Mercury SMP, we made a giant beanstalk with a giant cloud storage, and I really enjoyed that. And I don't really think that I'm going to do the exact same thing again. We're just going to zip through Nebula's base. Don't mind me. Spoilers, spoilers. Don't look at this. Don't look at any of this. I don't know what any of this is. I don't think I want to do the same kind of giant structure where I have to consistently go up and down, but having a single giant structure in like the center of my base. You know, it's been so long since I've seen this world. What do you mean? I streamed very recently. Definitely very recently. And not a while back. Before the rail system. Well, before I showed you the rail system, at least. Oh, before you. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since you've been here. Sploosh. But yes, so what I wanted to do was plant another giant bean and have that be the center where all of my storage is. And then everything else will kind of connect up to it. But in order to do that, I need to first have a ridiculous amount, just an insane amount of green concrete. And for that, I need a lot of gravel. Sand, I have access to. I have access to the Impossible Coin Desert. They'll trade with me. But gravel is something that's kind of in high demand. And something that I found after searching in my immediate surroundings was that most of the gravel that was accessible on the surface has already been mined away by other people in my area. I have Allegro right next door. I have Raglan not terribly far beyond that. And further south, I have Aya, who has been just collecting as many resources as I'd say humanly possible, but it's goatingly possible? As possible for a goat. So not that I begrudge her for it, but it does mean that a lot of my stuff has already been claimed, and I'm like, well, I gotta span out a little bit and find a mountainous biome with the gravel that I desire. We are currently playing on Minecraft 1.21. We have not updated past that for a number of reasons. Haycraft SMP has been sticking with stable versions, not necessarily chasing after content. All of the various mods that we use... Oh, hello. Dark and dusty and scary. All the various quality of life mods that we use, we want to stick with for the sake of having a consistent experience. Can't you also find gravel underground? Yes, but not necessarily in high supplies. So let's make torches. And then let's turn this block of coal back into regular coal. And then let's make a whole bunch of torches here. Fantastic. Fantastic. Amazing. I'm double checking if that had a new way to get gravel. You know, with these updates. I don't believe gravel has anything funky going on with it. They keep adding stuff. That they do. They do, in fact, keep adding things. And that's half the fun. That is half the fun. Where's a good spot for me to... I guess the torch method doesn't really matter if everything's only 2 blocks high. So I'll just start digging. So how is everyone doing on this fine Sunday? I managed to get some decent sleep last night. Beautiful wife did not. She was up and down all night as a result of Panini, our new kitten. The problem with getting a baby kitten is that when they want to sleep and snuggle, they're oh so cute and oh so cuddly wuddly. But every 2 hours they wake up full of piss and vinegar, and they zip all over the place. Now, I can sleep through anything. I am a very heavy sleeper. My beautiful wife is not. So when Panini would snark awake and start zip-zapping all over the place, my wife would wake up and be like, oh, what's that? And of course, it would be the kitten. Little Panini is also very affectionate. She loves giving kisses, and she loves biting your nose. So Jessica would wake up to have a little orange kitty cat, like, attached to her schnoz. And she'd be like, Panini, no, please don't do this. I'd really rather you didn't. I'd really rather you didn't. But does Panini listen? No. No, Panini does not. Let me grab some of this coal while I'm here. Don't see why not. But she is the cutest little darn thing, and I love her very much. She hasn't quite gotten big enough to realize that she can hop up on top of the counters, but she's still small enough that she fits underneath our closed doors and also into all the places that we haven't swept in a hot minute. Panini has a chaos engine. That is exactly what she is. She's so lucky she's cute. Oh my god. But when she wants to cuddle, she's the cutest thing in the world. She's small enough that she still fits on my shoulder without needing to, like, really balance. We love Panini. We do, in fact, love Panini. I love Panini. She's a very good little girl, except for when she's not. Let me get a drink of water real quick. In preparation for the hurricane, not to date the VOD, but it was Hurricane Milton that came through. To prepare for the hurricane, we went out and we got 2 big packs of bottled water. We filtered a whole bunch of our well water into various containers. We prepared, right? We froze a bunch of bottles of water. We were like, once the power goes out, we will have water for our animals. We'll have water for our toilet. We'll have water for drinking. Power never went out. The lights flickered once. That was it. It didn't even, like, properly go out. My clock, my oven clock, did not realize the power was gone long enough to reset. That is how quick the lights flickered, and that was all we got. Which means that we have all this water stored up ahead of time in the fridge, cooling, which is nice because it means we can refill our water bottles with cool water whenever we want. It's all nice and pre-chilled. But it's also a little disappointing. We spent good money on those bottles of water. God damn it. Lots of people saying how the power never went out. I am up near northern Florida, around the, if I want to choose a metropolitan area as a reference point, the Jacksonville area. And Milton twisted down to the south at the very last second. So we ended up not getting hit with much of anything. It was a good thing because places that did get hit with it got hit hard, and we did not suffer much. But also, it's a bit of a disappointment. You know, like you get yourself all amped up and anxious for what's going to be a killer storm, and then it just ignores you completely. And it's like, thank you. But also, oh, that music got much louder all of a sudden. Grab all of this. Please let me know if the music overloads the Minecraft sounds. Also, where the fuck is... Oh, no, it's the end there. Why has... Why has the title of this song zipped all the way into the very lower left-hand corner and is barely visible? When did that... I don't know. I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. I don't have the time or the patience. Oh well. But yeah, no, we slept through the majority of the hurricane, which was very, very nice. Mostly we're just doing cleanup after the fact. A couple of branches on our property dropped down. Sir. Sir. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. Did I leave a bed over here? Part of me thinks that I must not have. I thought that I had brought a bed when I was over here last, but I'm not seeing it. So I must have, unfortunately, taken the bed back with me. So now it's got to deal with this, but it's fine. All right. Grab all of this nonsense. One of the things that I did to spend time during the hurricane, mind you, like the Tuesday before it was supposed to show up, I had off from work. So I had that whole day to do nothing but prepare. And prepare I did. I backed up all my data. I collected all of my personal information, all of my emergency contacts. Sir, can you fucking not go away? There we go. Fuck off. Thank you. I went into preparation overdrive expecting like... Well, now where's that coming from? Where are you? Where? Oh, there you are. Get away from me, please, sir. There we go. There we go. As I was saying, I have a whole bunch of Into the Odd TTRPG hacks with various little doodads added to them. Because generally speaking, with an Into the Odd or Mark of the Odd or Cairn hack or whatever you want to call it, you start with the basic roll under mechanic, and then you season it to taste with other minor mechanics on top of it. So I had a whole bunch of different SRDs and whatnot downloaded on my computer for perusal, and I went, all right, well, I'm going to run out of power. I'm going to be in the dark for who knows how long. I am going to print off select pages of different PDFs that I have, and I'm going to spend my time in the dark handwriting my own personal collaboration of hacks and mechanics and techniques into my own set of house rules that I will then run for my Yo-Ho game later after the power returns. So I spent like a good couple of hours just going through my collection of TTRPG PDFs, selecting specific pages and printing them out, and I went, yes, I have a little sheaf of paper with everything that I could want. This is going to be the best power outage I ever experience. And then I wake up the next morning and I go, where the fuck was the power outage? Did that also kill... That also killed a skeleton that was after me. Oh. Okay. Well, that was fun. I'm glad we experienced that together as a family. That was... Oh. My heart's beating now. If I wasn't awake before, I'm awake now. Jesus. That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Really glad you had a good time with that. Specifically. Oh, I just realized that fucking... That jingling sound? I'm wearing chainmail armor because I had it, like, available. Oh, that's so much better. Oh my god. I was like, what the fuck is that jingling noise? And I couldn't figure it out. I'm wearing chainmail armor, so I was the jingling. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I do need the extra. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. I'll live. It'll be fine. It's not that annoying. Probably. So by the by, I know I've mentioned this multiple times over the last month because I've been streaming this entire month of October 2024. But are we ready for spooky season? Are we prepared? I purchased a little bag of candies and I put them in a little bowl for my coworkers at my day job to enjoy. And they have been enjoying them. I personally have eaten half my weight in mallow cream pumpkins. Blow up already. Just do it over there, please. Do it away from me, please. Where'd you go? Did you blow up? I think it blew up. Okay. Phew. I have accomplished everything that I wanted to do this spooky season, but one. I know it is sacrilegious to say, with only like 17 days left, but I have yet to carve a pumpkin. I haven't done it. Normally, I'd carve pumpkins in like September, but this is not the first Halloweeny without them, but the first Halloweeny in a while that I've been able to seriously celebrate, where we haven't had chimkins. and not having chimkins. Nope, no, thank you. Don't want to die. I'd have to run all the way back, and I don't want to do that, preferably. Let's stand over here real quick. Hi, Boomer. Oh, I just realized that there's no chat on the stream. There's no chat on the stream. God damn it. We've been going for a half an hour, and I only just now realized. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Hang on. I got this. I just gotta avoid these guys. If they would burn up, that'd be great. It is daylight. Are you going to ignite, sirs? When will you ignite? There we are. That's one. Why isn't the... Okay, they're both igniting now. I'll just kind of kite around these fellows. There's no me either. We are running a very light ship today. No VTuber, no extra fancies, no Henbert. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Definitely not because I fucked up a bunch of path files when I backed up my computer recently. Where is chat? Where is chat? The emoji wall, which also does not really appear to be working. Hang on. Let's do a bunch of emojis like this. All right, the emoji wall is working. Thank God. Sound alert, sound, Minecraft, frame. Where is the chat? Where is the chat box? Actually. Oh, here it is. Boop. Test. There we are. There you are, chat. Jesus. I disappear for all of one weekend, and only one weekend, for the very specific hurricane that happened, and everything goes to shit. Ah, well. It's fine. But yes, hello, Boomer. How are you, my friend? How are you doing on this fine Sunday? Estelle was asking, when is a good time to carve pumpkins? The problem is that once you carve a pumpkin, they rot very quickly. So either you need to have multiple pumpkins to carve, or you need to have some sort of critter that is willing to eat them. And while we do have wild critters that would probably fuck up a pumpkin, it's not quite the same without your own personal chimpkins. Oh, emerald. Emerald. I'll grab that while I'm here. To chew through them. Normally we'd carve a pumpkin, and the chickens would find them, and they would continue to carve the pumpkin until it withered away. But we don't have any chimpkins right now. We are without a flock of birds. So getting pumpkins hasn't really been high on the priority list. We do have a frog that lives on our porch. A toad, really. And he is a big, fat gentleman. I imagine he'd enjoy having a little pumpkin vacation home to hop into. As it is, a Halloweeny to have a toad? Exactly. Very witchy of me. Well, I don't think he's my familiar. If anything, I'm his familiar. He just lives, he lives on the porch, and I happen to live on the house attached to his porch, you see. Every night, he will waddle out from his hiding spot and sit on my front step and eat the bugs that swarm around my porch light. He's a very noble gentleman, and I like him very much. He's a good neighbor. I'm doing okay. How are you? I'm doing good. I was just telling everyone how I slept through Panini's shenanigans during the night, while my poor, beautiful wife decidedly did not. We are collecting as much gravel as is farmerly possible to create a bunch of concrete. We are going to be planting a giant bean to grow another giant beanstalk. I've had such a good track record with those. Partly because I want to have a big mega base build that I build around the giant beanstalk, but also partly because just having a bunch of green concrete to make bean vines is a great way to decorate up a space. And my my farming village is feeling a little light on decor, I think. You should put up a sign, gravel property of Gada. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I would not do that. If someone else wants to come along and collect this gravel out from underneath me, that's fair. I don't think we actually have a system for calling dibs on this server. It's kind of a first come, first serve, you know? Which is why I collected all of the gravel surrounding my farm, which is perfectly fine. I am not upset with them in the slightest. It just did mean that I had to travel a bit of a ways. Because, like, here's my farm, and here's the nearest mountainous region I had to go to find gravel, the windswept gravelly hills. Meanwhile, like, all of this has been, like, here's Aya's base, and, like, this general area is just like, nah. If anything of value exists there, Aya's probably found it. That is the downside of having your bases so close together. It gives you a better sense of community, but it also means that anything that you would want that is nearby is very quickly stripped away. It's fine, though. It's fine. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, let me get rid of this little wall here. My beautiful wife went thrifting yesterday, and of all things, she went to a Goodwill, and she found a Kate Spade purse. Now, we see Kate Spade purses around here. Kate Spade is kind of a thing in our local area, or at least it was, designer purses. And Kate Spade is her favorite designer. But they're also very expensive, so it's very rare when we're able to actually afford to get her a new Kate Spade purse. We normally save them for like every other year for like a Valentine's Day gift or a Christmas gift or something. But she found a Kate Spade purse at a thrift store. And normally the purse would have been like $30, which is pretty good for a Kate Spade purse, but still a little expensive. But no, they were having a green tag sale at Goodwill that day. And it was additional 40% off. So she got it for like $15. And normally, when she makes a makes a purchase like that, she will message me to be like, "Hey, just so you know, this is my fun money for the month," and I'll have to calculate it because I handle the finances and all that. But this time she was like, "No, my beautiful husband is currently streaming something. He's currently a guest star on someone else's stream. He's not going to see the message in time. I am making an executive decision." $15 for a Kate Spade purse is too good to pass up, and so she grabbed it. And I was fine with it. I was like, oh yeah, no, absolutely. $15 for a Kate Spade purse. That's Hello? Hello? Hi. You have mushrooms, dye, packed ice for 3 emerdudes, or pumpkin seeds. I don't think I really need any of this. Sorry, man. I don't have any need of your wares, but thank you for offering. You are now going to bother me for the rest of my time here, aren't you? That's fine. Fun money? Yeah. So my wife and I share finances. And because she is dyslexic and does not like doing the math, I am responsible for giving her, like, the weekly rundown of where we are with our finances. I'm the one who projects our earnings based on the hours we've worked. I take the llamas. I don't really want the llamas, if I'm being honest with you. I really don't want them. I'm not a fan of Minecraft llamas, personally. They're neat, but they're not really my thing, you know? All right, let me grab these emerdudes that were down here. All right, so I have 4 emerdudes. We are going to make we're going to make a... Do I have any stone? I have cobblestone on me. Okay, so we need to make a crafting bench, and then we need to make an oven out of that, a furnace, and then we'll smelt this iron real quick into more shovels. I could go for stone, but I don't really want to. All right, put that there. Put this here. All right. Sacrifice them to the chickens. No! Delicious agua. But yes. So, when she has something she wants, she'll message me and be like, hey, is there fun money for me available this week? And I'll say, well, as long as you don't spend more than this, or technically we shouldn't, but if you're willing to forego that, and then she'll be like, okay. Sometimes people will look at us really strange, because normally when you hear about the husband controlling the finances, it's a control thing. But in this instance, it's very much she went, please don't make me think about the cash. Just tell me if we're poor or not. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I'll take it over for you. She's like, I have anxiety. What do you mean we owe people so much money? And I'm like, medical bills aren't cheap, darling. But it's fine. But she made the executive decision to get a Kate Spade purse. So today, she took her brand new pink Kate Spade purse and she matched her outfit to it. I wish I had taken a picture, but she doesn't like taking pictures of her just in her daily outfit. She's like, I have to look good for the internet. I'm like, you look fine, darling. You look fine. But she has gone out to spend time with her twin. Oh, this is going to drop me into a hole in the ground, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's fine. Can I get out of this hole in the ground? I can. Haha. But it's not that simple. There we go. There we are. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, there we go. It was preferring every other action over me placing a torch, when the torch is what I wanted. Let's light this area up just a little bit further so I have fewer things spawning on my ass while I mine during the night. Do. All right, that should be good. Fingers crossed. I said that, and then this fucking guy shows up. Fuck off. Get out of here. Get out of here. Fuck you. God damn, I hate these fuckers. Where did he even come from? Did he spawn down the hill? He must have spawned somewhere slightly down the hill. Just slightly out of my range. Oh, for the love of... Okay. Yeah, let's, Ooh, fireflies. Hello. Beautiful. Isn't nature wonderful? The miracle of life. All right. And we're going to light up over here. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop. There we go. Fantastic. Wonderful. Amazing. All right. Oh, I have some good news about my professional life outside of Twitch. Again, I cannot tell you details about my day job as it is confidential. Not terribly important, but involving a lot of money, so hush hush. But I am in training to be a manager. Adjust my glasses nerdily. They are going to give me slightly more money to tell other people what to do. And I am very happy about that. I am thrilled. Not because I gain more power. No. That would simply be more self-serving. Because it means that I can buy myself more things. It involves you drawing on the break room whiteboard. That is not part of my duties. I have taken that upon myself to raise morale, you see. People come in and they like seeing the doodles I add onto the break room board. Genuinely, they have told me this is nice. I'm like, all right, I'll continue doing that. It's free, and frankly, once you become a certain level of important, there's a lot of downtime where you're just pretending you're doing something. It's like, ah, yes, Mr. Corporate Man. All that time that I spend standing in one spot waiting for things to happen, definitely a valued use of the money you give me to do so. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. There was a nightly activity that needed to be done by an individual. And as a joke, I put one of those, it's been X many days since so-and-so forgot to do the thing. And it ended up becoming more like a week, like a daily check mark where I would update the day and we try to reach like 10 days straight. And whenever we had to reset it back to 0, I would draw a little doodle of me in like utter despair, like, please remember to accomplish this one thing. I ask of so little of you. And oh, llamas. That was a big hit. That was fun. I don't know if you know this, chat, but I am a funny and entertaining person to be around. Sometimes I tell jokes that make people laugh. Hell, sometimes they even give a little grin. And who am I to deny anyone the chance to experience joy derived from my presence? You know? All right, I need to make... Well, actually, it's almost 11 o'clock a.m. So let's keep... I don't need the flint, really. Nah, I'll just walk this whole thing back. It's fine. I'll leave this here so that when I return... More iron. So that when I return to get more gravel, I have the resources to do so. Oh, fuck you. Get away. Scram. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming. We went to the Georgia Aquarium last month, which I have already told you guys about in detail during the many live streams we've done between then and now, of course. But, you know, I want to speak about it again. Don't mind me. One of the coolest things that we did is they had petting pools for the stingrays. Needs more tiny orange cats. I agree. I unironically would turn a camera on so you could see her, but I am IRL currently shirtless. Unfortunately, the cool weather from the hurricane that came in has kind of already worn off, and it's getting warm in the house again. Oh well, it couldn't last forever. Winter will be here before you know it. Excuse me, skeletons and villagers, and oh my gosh, there's so many monsters. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So one of the coolest features they had there, among other cool features, was they had a stingray petting pool where it was deep enough for the stingrays to swim around and just, you know, be themselves. But also, if the stingrays wanted to, they could swim up to the surface and allow you to pet them. Am I coming up on my farm? I'm coming up on Neb's base. Should probably swoop around that. The only problem is that they had hand washing stations, but it meant that my hands were clammy the rest of the trip. Because the first thing we did was, oh, there's a petting pool for stingrays. We're like, we want to pet stingrays. We want to touch the sea pancakes. And so we did. And then I was like feeling my fingers feel a little bit pruny for the rest of the trip. And I'm like, we probably could have held off until the very end for that. But it's way too late for that now. Sea pancake. Yeah, that's what they are. They're very pretty. They're very cute. I love stingrays very much. All right, we're almost back to the farm. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. Zoop, zoop, zoop. All right. That is one task taken care of. We have you need more pontoon bridges. What is a pontoon bridge? Define pontoon bridge to me. Boop. Boop. Doop. Did we finish? We didn't quite refinish replanting all the farmland that was destroyed, but most of the crops have been regrown. What I want to do is get a couple of villagers stationed out this way to automatically replant things for us, but I don't know. It would probably mess up the order of the crops. I don't know. I kind of want to get a more lively village atmosphere going on around the farm. All right. So that is one task down. We've been streaming for about an hour, and I realize that I have not eaten anything today, so I'm feeling a smidge peckish. If you will excuse me, I think we're going to take a quick 5-minute break and then get right back into cleaning up the barnyard proper. So I will be right back, everybody. Why is that up? Why is that there? All right. I'm back. Howdy. This whole time, I thought they just had birds outside their window. Yeah, no. It's part of the many ambiance mods that I include in here. Whenever I'm at the farm at the plains, some bird sound can be heard. Makes the world feel a little more alive. But it's also probably more than a little bit annoying. You heard a moving sound as I returned. Oh, hi, Tegan! Welcome in! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I zipped out for a snicky snack real quick. Sorry about that. I was getting a little peckish and realizing I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish my my allotted stream time if I don't get some food in me toot sweet. No, we're running very loose today, very light. I was telling chat that during the hurricane, during Milton, while I was backing up all of my files, a number of paths broke. So instead of trying to cobble together a sizable stream and having a couple of things not work, I just turned everything off. I'm gonna rearrange my storage, my computer storage, and make everything a little neater. I mean, I've been doing this for years now on the same PC, right? Let's put this away. The next thing we need to do. Oh, I don't know if I want to start working on that yet. Nah. Let's do something else first. let's do anything else but that. Good job, Gata. Thank you, Tegan. Thank you. I also think that it's the smart thing to do. Do I have any seeds around? I do have some wheat seeds. And let's grab this. How is the chicken pit? That's actually exactly what I'm heading towards next. So, is this what y'all in the group Discord have been hinting at recently? Is this what is this? You've built a giant copper egg. Oh, it's actually pretty nice. We got some chiseled copper, some copper grate. Copper grate? When do they make copper grate? This is vanilla. When do they add copper grate? That's really cool, actually. I did not know that was a thing. And from the looks of it, they've put a bunch of chickens inside. I see. Interesting. It was part of the what update? The lady update? Huh. Interesting. Okay. I knew the copper lamps, but I didn't know about the see-through grate block. That's actually really interesting and potentially really useful. Oh, the last update. I see. All right. Well, with that, that's probably a better idea than what my plan was. My plan was to stuff all the chickens in here, in this foot area underneath the chicken. But I think putting them in this egg is actually a really smart plan. Maybe if I put some kind of harvesting apparatus in the bottom of it, it would automatically produce... I'll figure something out. But yes, welcome in, Nebula. Howdy. As I was saying, we have the chicken pit, where a bunch of chickens just kind of are. However, the last time I was here, I realized a flaw in my plan. Some of the chickens were pathfinding their way out through various cave systems. So we still have chickens kind of out that way and kind of out that way. So let me go sleep real quick, and then we'll see about corralling some. Yeah, there's one right there. Hi. We'll see about corralling some chooks. I was talking to Estelle and all of chat, really, earlier, for those who just came in, about how I haven't carved any pumpkins this spooky season, specifically because of how quick they rot in the Florida weather, and because I don't currently have any chooks to eat those pumpkins before they go bad. Normally, we'd carve a pumpkin, and then a chook would take care of the rest of it for us. All right. Are these all Angie mobs? Creeper, zombie. Yeah, I think they are. Ouch. All Angie mobs. I thought I had some chickens over this way. Did they despawn? I guess they must have. That's a pig. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. I just realized. Yeah, so you guys can actually see the map that I'm looking at. Put a trapdoor and throw the eggs. That's definitely an option. These are all creepers here. Did someone already corral my chickens? Is that what's in the egg? Did people already come by and painstakingly attract all the birds in my area into one spot? That'd be very nice of them if they did. Oh, there's Allegro's tower! There's Allegro's tower in the distance. It's been a hot minute since I have directly spoken to Allegro. We keep passing like ships in the night. Probably due to the fact that I go to bed so goddamn early. And they are more of a nighttime individual. Can you check the mini-map? Oh, that's a good point, actually. If I hit tab? Huh. No, I guess... Well, maybe these over here? But a lot of those are going to be under the ground. So let me zip over here. Yeah, no. All of those chickens are underground in the chicken pit as Farmer Gata intended. So that's... Wow. I don't know who built this egg. I don't know who cleaned up my chickens. But thank you. Thank you very, very much for doing so. That's really sweet of you. How do I open this door? Oh, I can just... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. No, back inside. Back in the egg. Back in the egg, everyone. Allegro built the egg. Aww. Well, I'll have to thank them when I see them next. All right. So that solves a problem for me. Huh. All aggro. No. I'm not gonna hit the extremely loud incorrect buzzer, but I am going to hit the incorrect buzzer. No, we're not. That's not a thing. While we're in the area, however, I do want to take a look-see, at our bees. All right, we got some honeycomb in there. Hello, my lovelies. Oh, these are just absolutely ready to harvest. Do I have... I don't have any shears on me. I neglected to bring shears. All right, let me do this. I need to grab some bottles. I need to grab some shears. Because one of the many, many in-progress projects that I have... Oh, hold on, I gotta find some bottles first. The many in-progress projects that I have is making that big door for the big redstone door for the lava pits underneath the cube. I know it's been ages since we've done anything with the cube. How do I build new bottles again? Hang on. Hold the phone. There we go. Ah, I was close. I was very close. Let's do Yeah, that'll do. Almost a full stack of bottles. But in order to make that large door for the sacrificial pit, we're going to need various slime and honey blocks to use as sticky resources. There we go. That's only got me 7, but that's fine. And then we get a bunch of honey block out of that. Hee hee hoo hoo. Amazing. I do have some bone meal here. Let me close this. Boop. Make some bone meal. And let's get some fleurs. Oh, hello, bees. Let's make some more of you. Let's make a couple of more bees. There we go. Fantastic. Wonderful. And out they fly to the wild world yonder. All right, close that. Fantastic. Pop that in there. Pop this in there. Okay, that's done. We are just blazing through our chores today. The only other thing that I really wanted to do was start dismantling the giant Perry the Platypus in front of the cube. That's kind of a big project, but I guess we could do that. I plan on streaming for another hour or so, so we could get some of that done and reclaim a bunch of wool that can go towards the giant chicken statue. The giant chicken statue, take the hat first, well, then it'll just be a platypus. Silly. But yes, absolutely 100% that is the plan. Did we make that out of... Yeah, we did make it out of dirt. We did make it out of dirt. Oh no. Demote him to a normal platypus. Did it ever work in reverse? I think it did a couple of times, where Perry the Platypus would remove the hat to confuse Doofenshmirtz. Doofenshmirtz, rather. Doofenshmirtz, where'd that come from? I don't appear to have any shovels here. But that's fine. I'll just use my hands. And Doof would fall for it. It's been ages since I watched Phineas and Ferb. Confession, I haven't actually seen Phineas and Ferb. I'm not gonna lie, it's very good. Like, unironically, it's pretty damn good television. Very good animation. Definitely a kid show, but not like in a derogatory way. Oh, what is all this on top of the cube? Oh, is that all of the various chickens? Yeah. This must be all the various chickens from people donating. Hi chickies. Yep, there's Prince Raglan, and there's Prince Raglan. And if we come over here, we will meet Boomer, not Prince Raglan. I was hoping the third one would also be Prince Raglan. Oh, here's Prince Raglan. We found him. We found Prince Raglan. The memes are great. They are great. The memes are great. Well, the show has very good writing. It's very, very intelligent writing, which is something that I approve of in a children's show. Kids deserve good TV. Like, sometimes kids want just silly, poopy fart jokes, and that's fine too. But like, kids deserve to have television that it is willing to be smart for the sake of the audience. They're like, kids aren't stupid. They are many things, but they are not stupid, and they will appreciate good writing. Silly and irreverent writing, maybe, but still good writing. Apparently, speaking of which, media that is intended for children, squirrel in my pants, simp. Apparently, Transformers 1 is a movie. People are praising it for being fairly well written, but also criticizing it for leaning into the lol, well, that just happened humor that tends to plague children's stuff. And like, I haven't seen it myself to have an opinion. Plenty of other people are fine with having opinions for me. Oh, well, I thought I could make that jump, but I was wrong. Oop. Let's just crawl over this way. All right. So now that we're here, let's take away this hat. But yeah, supposedly the movie gets fairly heavy into like the political themes of Transformers, which I think is fantastic and is like the core of Transformers. The philosophy and the politics behind the formation of the Autobots and the Decepticons is fascinating in any universe of the Transformers. But based on the trailers for the movie, I expected more Emoji Movie than anything else. So I'm happily surprised to hear that some people are like, hey, actually, like the dialogue and writing in this is pretty damn good. I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's not going to help at the box office, but I do hope that whatever children do watch it enjoy their political drama. I haven't seen a lot of movies recently. Hey, Gada, you should try using the shears for dirt. Oh, yeah, that works great. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. No, I'm not actually going to do that. I only have so many shears, okay? I only have so much iron available to me at this point in time. I'm not going to waste it all on a bit. Now, I will mine with an egg. That feels thematic. That feels Farmer League thematic. Also, hi, Jen. Welcome in, welcome in. I have not been watching any movies recently, but I have been watching some anime. Good morning. Oh, he said the thing! He said the thing! Air horns in chat! Yes. Good morning, Jen. Why are you taking down dirt? We are dismantling the Perry the Platypus in front of the cube. It's been long enough. The feds are no longer looking for it. We can hide it. We can stop hiding it. It's fine. We also want to reclaim the wool to use for the giant chicken statue that is incomplete at the moment. So I would really like to have that back. All of this back as soon as possible. And we're starting by dismantling the Perry the Platypus hat. Ooh, that's a lot of monsties down there. Ugh. I should get back to putting the lava in on this. Oh well. Huh. And I missed again. I don't know why. Oh, I don't have enough food on me. That's why I'm not making these jumps. Like, why am I assuming that I am capable of making these jumps when I'm not? Let's actually go ahead and break this ahead of time so that I'm not convinced to hop back down when I finish this row. But yes, what I have been watching is an anime. It's called Wistoria Wand and Sword. And I listened to people talk about it and write it off as being just another generic fantasy wish fulfillment. And it very much is that. Don't get me wrong. You have eggs and seeds and shears. What more do you need? What more could I possibly ever want in life? My cup doth truly runneth over. Wistoria was very fun. No spoilers. It was very fun in a way that I wish more dumb fun anime were. Also, it was very beautifully animated, which definitely helped. The look of the thing helped a lot. It was very clearly... Oh, does it have a second season? Oh, that makes me so happy! That makes me happy. Okay, so I have more to watch after this. Fantastic. I'm only 7 episodes in. I'm currently watching through the practical arc where they do a big dungeon run. You will have more to watch. Fantastic. Amazing. Hey, no, that works for me. That works for me. Where to watch? I'm watching it on Crunchyroll. It is very much a wish fulfillment where the main character is like secretly the coolest, and everyone. Oh, no. Oh, thank God I'm gonna fall in the water. Whew. Amazing. I have access to Crunchyroll through my sibling-in-law. Kaiju lets us use their account. And in exchange, we pay for their Netflix. So it balances out. I mean, for as long as we are able to continue to convince these companies to not fucking track us to our houses to make sure that we all live together, but that's neither here nor there. So for me, Crunchy isn't an issue. Crunchy with ads is a goddamn nightmare. I can't stand it. But no. I have access to Ranma. Oh, I'm going to get to Ranma in a second. I'm talking about Wistoria first. It is very... It's visibly Harry Potter fan fiction. It's visibly Harry Potter fan fiction. To the point where there is even a Snape analog. But it's different enough that you can't... They add enough content to it, and they take it in a different direction. Where it's like, okay, so this was clearly inspired by Harry Potter. Like, Draft 1 was probably a lot closer. But this is far enough away that it's, like, very much its own thing. It's about this wimpy guy who's secretly not wimpy. He's actually the strongest of them all, but he can't do any magic. And so in order to continue to exist at magic school, because his dream is to become one of the Hokage of wizards, so he can follow his childhood friend who became one of the wizard Hokages super early. She's like the youngest wizard Hokage ever picked. And he's like, I want to be with my friend. I made a promise to my childhood best friend that we would both reach the top of the tower and be wizard Hokages. But he has no magic, so how can he do that? Well, it turns out there's a dungeon under the school that is part of learning how to be a wizard. And so he just became an OP action hero instead. He is the sword in Wistoria Wand and Sword, and he has to fight all these monsters using just his superhuman strength, ridiculously overpowered speed, magical artifacts that he gets his artificer roommate to make for him, and his wits and experience. And the show is about how everyone who bullied him and hates him comes to learn that he has value in his own way, and he's gonna teach all of these stuck-up wizards that they shouldn't look down on him, because he's got abs. With the magic of abs, he is going to, well, that's... Come to think of it, actually, that's basically the premise. That's basically the premise of Mashal, now that I think about it, but not played for laughs. So it's Mashal, but played straight. Also, I did really enjoy Mashal. Mashal was so fucking stupid. I need to finish Mashal. I've only watched the first half of the first season, and then I got bored. With the power of protagonist energy and this sword I found. His magic is not focused outward, it's inward. I have been waiting 7 episodes for that to be the reveal, that he secretly does have magic, but it's like only like the magic of being stronger than everyone ever. I've been waiting for that to be the twist, but it hasn't happened yet, so I'm wondering if maybe he just is the specialist boy. Hi, Roba. Welcome to the stream. We're talking anime that we watched recently. I really like the Draco Malfoy analog, and how there are 2 different Draco Malfoy analogs, the fire and ice. I really like Shion as a character. I wish the series was more openly LGBT supportive, because immediately after watching the episode where Shion breaks down why he's so obsessed with the main character, Will, which is that Shion offered his hand to Will when they were young, and Will ignored him because he was so focused on his goal, and Shion took that personally. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Are they gonna kiss? And so far, that has not happened. I'm really upset. Hey, Tegan, you've seen Wistoria Wand and Sword, right? Can you spoil for me whether or not Will is bi? Is he textually bi, or is this anime throwing me, like, dangling a carrot in front of me? Because, like, I watched the Love Triangle Date episode 6, I think it was, and I got really excited, but then it was revealed that, like, the male roommate who loves him is more of a they don't say anything in season 1 out loud. Okay. The roommate who's absolutely in love with the main character, they reveal that it's more of is it dere? What's the obsessive dere archetype? It's not tsundere, it's yeah, it was more that than an actual genuine romantic relationship. And I literally went, "Aww," out loud when that twist was, like, properly shown off. And I was like, God damn it. God fucking damn it. I was all excited for nothing. Psycho dere, something like that. Something like that. There's nothing wrong with that per se. I don't mind that trope. The issue is when it is very specifically used to, like, lampshade a yandere. That's it. Thank you. It's very used to lampshade what would otherwise have been a homosexual relationship, and it's like, no. I mean, well, I thought about the next words that are going to come out of my mouth. Actually, now that I think about it, most homoerotic relationships that I have experienced have had at least one person be severely mentally ill. So maybe there's some truth. Maybe there's some truth to all of their gay ships having one be slightly obsessed with the other in a way that is unhealthy. Oh yeah, no, the stream is always behind. Don't worry about it. That's just how things work for me. Although, I will say, my roommate, Seth, is no longer my roommate. He's actually moved to Michigan. He has moved to Michigan to be with his life partner, which is really good for him. I'm gonna miss the man. But also, my internet connection has immediately been boosted. I am getting much better connection now that he is no longer playing anime cat girls on our shared internet connection. So does that mean no more cat girl girlfriends? That's true. From this point on, any issues with my connection are solely my own. I cannot blame him or his cat girl girlfriends anymore. He unironically moved states to go be with one of the cat girl girlfriends. The man is living the dream. The man is living the dream. Well, it's not a cat girl girlfriend. It's a cat girl they friend, but that's neither here nor there. All right. We have officially removed the hat from Perry the Platypus. Now let's gather this up. There we go. Oh my God, I hope it all works out. You and me both. I hope they have a wonderful, wonderful life. I'm gonna miss the man. It's not, it was kind of touch and go. They weren't sure who was gonna move where. What do you mean, Perry the Platypus? It's only a platypus. No. I'm pretty certain that behind me is Perry the Platypus. Last I saw him, he had a hat on and everything, and that's what Perry the Platypus looks like. See, if I turn around, right about, let's say right about here. If I turn around, you're gonna see Perry the Platypus. Pardon me, Mr. Platypus. Have you seen Perry? He looks like a platypus wearing a hat. Rest in peace, Seth lore in the ads. No, not the ads. Anything but the ads. It's fine. Just means you'll have to watch the VOD back, which is something that everyone does. Hold on. Add in progress. 2, 1. And so I said I was talking to the duck. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I need to break you, actually. Come on. There we go. There we go. That is a lot of fucking scaffold. That is a ridiculous amount of scaffold. The game actually kind of lagged a bit with all that scaffold. Alright, gather all of this up. Did any scaffold fall down there? Yes, a bunch of it did. Now you have like 4 potential landing zones if you decide to move north again, so that's nice. Yeah, not to get too dark, but climate change has been kind of a bitch lately. The most recent hurricanes are kind of scary. Luckily, I'm in a region where there shouldn't be too much flooding, but if North Carolina and Helene is anything to go by, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, you know? Like, yikes. All right, let's swim up this way. Can I get up here? Yes. Yes, I can. But can I get up there? No, I can't. No, this is as far as I get. This is as far as I get. Can I? Yeah, let me do this. Break these. Fantastic. Wonderful. All right. Let's get back up there and start shearing off this platypus. Oh, I should probably put these in a chest so I have room for them. Here we go. There we go. Wonderful. Fantastic. I'm going to keep my emotional support eggs with me. Batigan brought up Ranma half, and I have an opinion. I'm going to watch it because it is Ranma half, right? It's a classic. I am not a fan of how clean it looks. This is a similar issue that I had with Yashahime, because Beautiful Wife started watching Yashahime because she binge watched all of Inuyasha while she was initially recovering from her. Oh, hi, Raggles. Welcome in. Howdy do. I did not like Yashahime. Not for anything Yashahime did wrong, but just because they didn't push the animation near enough to properly emulate Takahashi's artwork. Like, in the stills, it looked like her work. But in animation, the emotions and the expressions are just too reserved. It not necessarily even needs more 90s classic jank. What it really needs is, like, the expressions to be pushed more. It's a comedy series. Why is everyone so on model at all times? I know why they're on model at all times. It's the same issue they had with Yashahime. I haven't watched, what's the name of the series with Lum, the alien princess? I forget the name of that. I'm not a fan of that myself, but I knew that when the new anime came out, people were like really excited for it, and I respect that it's like a classic rom-com comedy. You like a heavier line art. I like cartoony eyes. Oh yeah, Yurusei Yatra. Thank you. I don't know. Just something about the new Ranma doesn't feel as goofy as the old Ranma. Like they've lost something in transition. I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to support it because it's Ranma 1/2. And Ranma 1/2 is a good fucking story. Very funny. Love it a lot. But I don't know. What's probably going to happen is I'm going to watch it, and then I'm going to binge the original Ranma anime, and then not watch whatever season 2 of the new anime is. That's probably the pipeline that I am headed down. The most likely scenario. But, you know, that's fine. Damn it, Pennyhose Taro. That's what I did with Yashahime. Ranma half sounds really interesting. So here's the thing, right? As much as I love Ranma half, and I think it is a classic and seminal work of manga and anime, it's also very of its time. So like, it was progressive when it was coming out. It's a little dated now. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff where the humor is a little dated, a little sexist, but also it features a main protagonist who consistently switches back and forth between having a masculine and feminine body magically, and then talks and like experiments with like how that changes how that person interacts with the world around him. It also has a lot of jokes where he just shows off his boobs and pokes at them because he's not used to having them. So it's like, it's a lot. I find it very funny, but also every third page a joke will come out where I'm like, ah, yes, this was definitely written and made in Japan during the 1980s. That checks out for me personally. Was it the 80s? It wasn't the 70s. I'm pretty sure it was 80s. All right, grabbing all this. When it was coming out, ayo! I wanted to like Yashahime more than I did. The problem with a sequel series to a completed anime is you have to justify why the story continues. And the reasoning for Yashahime's setup, all of the characters from the original Inuyasha are put inside of a refrigerator for one reason or another, and it's up to their kids to sort things out, doesn't feel good, right? Like, the alternative is the Boruto situation, where you have, like, the ending of Naruto, and everything was fine. And then they went, shit, we want to continue this. They go, hey, actually, everything was not fine. And, like, that's one thing. Because then you have to explain away why Naruto, despite being there, just doesn't solve all the problems. But fridging all of your main characters to focus on a new cast is also not the way to go about it. So, I don't know. Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. See, the difference between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z is that everything was fine, yes, but then aliens arrived. They greatly expanded the scope of what problems could happen. Then they expanded it further to be like, oh, hey, a time traveler showed up to fuck everyone up. And it's like, oh, shit. And then they were like, oh, hey, you didn't worry about this in the future because everything was already fucked up, but there's a wizard now? Naruto to Boruto makes sense. He gave up his super trump card. More aliens arrived. True, true. Well, actually, to be fair, are you talking about Piccolo? Because Piccolo wasn't established as being an alien until the Namek arc started properly. Like, that was him being from a different planet was completely retconned. He was just like he was known as a demon beforehand. Piccolo was an alien in Dragon Ball? That can't be right. That can't be right. Let's see. And this may be a hot take, but I don't want ship confirmations for old completed anime. So Sesshomaru marrying a small child he met when she was still a small child. Not great, I want to say. Not great. Not terribly wonderful optics. Yeah, not a fan of that myself. Gross, hated it. Not a fan. Who saw him as a father figure. Yeah, no. Not a big fan of that whatsoever. So Yashahime is kind of a write-off for me. I do like Kagome and Inuyasha's daughter, though. I do like that character. I am an avid lover of Kagome and Sesshomaru. Jessica was mad because they didn't confirm that Shishomaru married her. As in my wife. She was very upset that there was a confirmed ship for Shishomaru. Because that meant she no longer had a chance. And she was really clinging to that. My poor dear. She and I spoke about that loosely at least once. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else anime-wise that I'm intent on watching. Not really. Nothing really jumps out to me, to be entirely honest. I want to get into watching more anime, but like time is very much a factor. As it is, I've been having a hard time working my way through the single season we have of Wisteria Wand and Sword. The only reason I got around to it was because we had that hurricane that gave me a couple of days off of work and we got bored, so Okay. Whoops, pardon me. I need to grab some more iron real quick. Let me collect all of this wool. I tend not to watch anything and then binge stuff. Yeah. There was one show that I was really actually kind of interested in watching on Netflix. It was that Greek god show, Chaos, that had what's his name? The sexy guy from the first Jurassic Park. I know him by his face, but I'm blanking on his name for some reason. Yes, Jeff Goldblum. Thank you. I was like, ooh, hey, I'm seeing clips of this on TikTok. I'm seeing people talk about it. And I'm like, hey, this might be something worth watching. And then, like, before the week was out, they announced the show was canceled. They announced it was done. They're not doing more. And I'm like, well, that kind of ruins it. I didn't even have time to watch it. Yeah, apparently, because it didn't become the single most talked about show in like the week after its release, Netflix already pulled the plug. They just said, no more. We're done. On to the next thing, I guess. Maybe everyone will love that one. It's like, are you shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? Let me just have a little chat with you. Yeah, no. It's very much... They're expecting every show to act like a Stranger Things. But Stranger Things released in a very different era of stream. And also now has word of mouth whenever a new season pops out. New things don't have that, and they need time to fucking percolate. You have to let a show run for 1 or 2 seasons, see what the result is after it's had time to be goddamn promoted to people's eyeballs, and then make a decision about it. I don't know. I didn't finish it, says Susie, because I looked at the spoilers, and the spoilers made me cry. Oh no! Oh no, I don't like that at all! Well, oh well. I'm probably not going to watch it now that I know it's an unfinished story among a sea of Netflix originals that are all unfinished stories. Oh, Stranger Things and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race, etc., etc. Yeah. I was actually just talking about this on Blue Sky, and this connects back to Stranger Things, where pardon me, my brain short-circuited because I was looking at a chest. Because the standard for TTRPGs seems to be whatever you experience in an actual play. And the issue with basing your expectations for a TTRPG on an actual play is that that's not how actual TTRPGs work. It's definitely a way they can work, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying the TTRPG being played via an actual play. But playing a game for a third audience beyond the players and the DM is a very different experience from just being with your buddies and playing a game. Like, expecting this isn't even like a Matt Mercer thing. I'm not saying like, oh, the Matt Mercer effect is real, or like Brennan Lee Mulligan sets the expectations high for DMs. No. It's more of a, if you expect your game to be nothing but clippable TikTok moments, most people who do actual play have professional work as actors or comedians, and you're not going to get that out of, your BFF Jill every Thursday at 5. Like, it's a very different experience. And unfortunately, while shows like Stranger Things definitely helped put specific TTRPGs into the public consciousness, it also did it in a way that like doesn't really reflect how the TTRPGs themselves are run. Like, it's not real to life. Specific undisclosed TTRPGs, which I will not speak about at length. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of how I can segue to something else without taking the low-hanging fruit of talking about 5th edition again. I'm tired. I'm very tired. Blue Sky has been an amazing place for TTRPG discussion, actually. It turns out, when you don't have an algorithm blasting the worst takes possible directly into your eyeballs, you spend a lot more time agreeing with people on things, and then you do arguing with people about things. Who'd have fucking thunk it? Not me. I never would have guessed. Oh, let me tell you a thing. Sure, Essie. Tell me a thing. What thing you want to tell me? I'm all ears, except for the parts of me that aren't ears. There's this space campaign I'm set to join. Okay, all right. May I ask what system you're using? The issue is... There's an issue? There's a couple of sci-fi RPGs that I've been looking at. It's highly butch to homebrew 5e. No. Wow. Oh well. I mean, it's to be expected, frankly. The good thing is, it was a good thing. Starfinder is right there. I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah. If you're gonna, yeah. Well, you're not joining until the system change. Okay, what are they changing to then? So wait a minute, hold on. Are they changing to 5e from something else? Or what's the, or are they playing a different game and they're gonna switch to that? That white belt shit I was telling you about. I have no memory what you're talking about. I'm very sorry. Oh, it's currently 5e and they're switching to white belt. I don't recognize the name white belt off the top of my head. But frankly, switching to any game that is not 5e is probably good for them as a group. So fingers crossed. You have my blessing and my hopes for the future. So in my Discord, in the TTRPG section, the Hall of Philosophers, if you will, we were discussing how, despite their prominence as a 5e killer tactic during the early 2020s for people who were big into TTRPGs in Twitter and podcast spaces, one-page RPGs actually are not good generally at onboarding new players due to the amount of assumed knowledge that they operate from. Not every one-page TTRPG, but you know. So we were discussing that, and one of the things that we didn't get to talk about that I'll probably bring up for anyone who's in the Discord but not in this stream. Damn, I wonder who started that discourse. I wonder, indeed. But no. Was the discussion about how, conversely... Oh, shit. Am I going to have a... I can't reach. Hang on. Still can't reach. Hang on. the general argument that was made in support of one-page RPGs, you should have jumped for him. I would not have made that jump, and you know it. I would not have made that jump, and you fucking know it. The beak! It's true, the beak. The beak is down. Beak down! Beak down! Oh, hello, fish. It would have been really fucking funny if I had landed on and killed one of those salmon. But alas, they live to swim another day. The innocent smile from Jun. Yeah. But no. Conversely, can you kill a salmon by dropping on them? I would imagine falling damage would kill a salmon. All right, grab all of this, and I'll come back for that. All right. Do I have a way in from here at the moment, or did I seal that off? I sealed that off. I'm trying to listen to the sand heats me, so we call these only one favor. It can be any activity that won't get us banned from Twitch. Hear that right? I really dislike sand. Farmer gotta. The requested walls of the sacrificial ball pit have been replaced. In addition, sand removed has been thusly sacrificed and converted to glass for decorative purposes. Favor to follow in the coming months. Looking forward to our continued partnership in Possible Coin. Oh. Well then. Thank you, Impossible Coin. One less thing I have to do. It is storming out. Let's zip back to the barn and hop into the bed real quick. You can damage things you fall on? I'm pretty sure. Unless it's a modded thing that I just forgot wasn't in vanilla, which is entirely possible. Although, to be fair, I haven't played modded Minecraft in like over a year. Pretty much since the start of Haycraft, I have not touched any modded mine packs. That's never been a Minecraft thing? Okay, I'm misremembering then. Don't mind me. I'm just silly. I'm just a silly goose. But no, to finish my fucking thought, conversely, pointing at a one-page RPG and going, look, there are no rules, is like not a selling point for someone who needs that scaffolding. But for someone who wants that scaffolding, pointing at a book saying, look, here are all the rules, is then an issue, because they've already spent $60 on the one game. It's like, I'm not going to spend the same amount of money for the same amount of different rules. I'm just going to take the rules I have and change them, and it'll be fine. Which it frequently isn't, but that's neither here nor there. So, like, pointing at Starfinder, like, that's fine in a vacuum, but also it's like, you have to sell that. I'm so glad I've walked away and come back to TTRPG Discord. It's genuine. Lol. I mean, it's really a coin flip whether I'm talking about TTRPG Discourse or any other topic, you know? Our favorite part of these streams, to be honest. I would desperately hope so. I would desperately hope so. A large part of that is why I've really sort of like enjoyed my time in the OSR sphere, because the DIY nature of those games, like, there's always the assumption that someone is going to take what you've made and add it to something else. Like, it's very much community focused. There is still like purchasable. There is money changing hands, but the designers involved are a little less focused on delusions of grandeur, a little bit. Oh, I believe my beautiful wife is home. Whomst is coming through the door. Is it she? It is she! It's my... It's my beautiful wife! I bet she's gonna come give me a kiss, too. Everyone say hello, my beautiful wife! Hi, darling.
Hi, babe.
You need a kiss?
Noon.
It is 11:58, thank you. I was wrapping up. Mwah. Love you. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, Mimi got a dress.
Ooh.
And then I got what I needed for my project.
Very nice. All right, one more kiss, and then go give that meowing baby a little smooch.
Oh, a meowing big yawn.
Oh, a big baby.
No.
She says no kisses.
Where's my son?
He's around. He's right behind you.
Corby.
Yeah, he's directly behind you. All right. Everyone says hello, beautiful wife. But yes, it's a very, very different. I love zine culture. I love games that are small enough to be like $10 plus shipping. I love games that understand that you're gonna like smack a bunch of things together to make your own personal game. I love low numbers games that don't try to be too tactical. I love it so much. What I really wish we had is a different title for it, frankly. OSR has a lot of baggage assigned to it due to the fact it's been around for about as long as 3rd edition of D&D has, which is a long fucking time at this point. So, a lot of people say it as one way, other people say it as another. And I'm just here with my silly little gaze being like, oh, I'm gonna teach my system bro-in-law some steel and spirit when they get a chance. Go for it, my dude. Go for it, my dude. I am currently listening through my private OSR game that I'm running for some friends. We have been recording this audio from each session so that we can listen to it back and remember key details. And I have been listening to the audio to make sure that it's all like good to put up in a private playlist. And the problem is we only get to play like once a month. But listening to like eight sessions back to back to back, all of them about 3 to 4 hours each, like really gets me itching to play more games. I'm like, ugh. You're trying to drag my brothers through some other TTRPGs. What's on the list? Throw me some titles. Give me an idea. I keep seeing people in my social circles play games like Mothership, which is like horror in space. And even though I don't do horror, I'm like, I kind of want to play a sci-fi TTRPG. But then just yesterday, I was on Neon Caster's channel, and Sheila ran Convictor Drive, and we were Power Rangers. And I was like, ooh, I want to play more of that. It's a vicious cycle, you see. Mazes, which is yes, I do know Mazes. Dungeon Crawler. Monster of the Week, and Here There Be Monsters. I have not played Here There Be Monsters. I've read Monster of the Week, and I know of Mazes, but I haven't got a copy of it. So who did I play in the Power Ranger game? I played Chase Hunter, also known as the Tokusatsu dinosaur-themed hero, Rushing Raptor. And we fought off a bunch of eco-terrorist monsters that were trying to freeze the city for destructive, unknown goals. And it went great. With a good enough GM, I think he would appreciate Here There Be Monsters. I probably agree. Honestly, with the right GM, I didn't enjoy anything. I assume you know Traveler. I know Traveler. I've skimmed Traveler. I don't think Traveler is a game for me, but I do appreciate what it's done for the hobby and like what people who try to emulate its vibe get up to. I like the idea of being like a space trucker, going through the galaxy, dealing with resources and other planets and whatnot, but the actual like math involved in calculating all that, that's not my kind of fun. If I had like a Poindexter nerd friend whose entire fun was just doing the math, and then I handled the more role-play character stuff, that could be a fun table, but I don't feel like I would really enjoy the game as written, alas. A game that I kind of want to get into, but I don't know anyone who's really into it, is Derf. Derf is a hack of a hack of a hack of a hack. It's somewhat connected to Into the Odds legacy, but it's more focused on it's based off of Tunnel Goons more than anything. So it is an adventure game, and it is very like proto D&D-esque in tone. But it has a couple of hacks by the main author, one of which is a Star Wars space hack. I want to say it's either called Derf Wars or Star Derf. I don't recall which. But it is swords and sorcery in space, and I'm like, actually, I would be down for that. I'd be down for that, but I don't have a table for that at the moment. Part of my Into the Odd hack that I'm working on is including more sci-fi fantasy kind of vibes to it. So more fantastical tech, less just swords and sorcery and magic spells. But until that's done, I'm not going to be able to like present it to an audience and say, hey, we're playing this. It has to have a name. It has to have concise mechanics. It has to be done. And it's not quite there yet. Someday. Someday. Anybody else in the audience working on their Heartbreaker? Forever working, forever toiling upon their own house rules? Anyone else here know my pain? Let me actually do one of these. So now I have an easy way up onto this. Because I think... You started writing a one-page RPG. Really? Amazing. Fantastic. What's it about? I kick up my heels. Like we're at a sleepover and you're telling me about a boy. So, what's his name? Is he cute? What's your one-page RPG about? I'm arting right now and constantly changing my art style, what my art style looks like, if that's anything similar. Yeah, so honestly, see, this beyond the fact that I don't have money to pay you, one of the reasons why I haven't contacted you about future commissions is like, your art style has changed so much since you made the initial Farmer God a VTuber that I'd want to pay you for an entire overhaul of the artwork at this point. And I'm like, I can't ask them for piecemeal things anymore. I'd have to ask them to start over from scratch. It's called Rocks Fall, and it's a silly piece about when your DM hits their limit. Okay, that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. I support that. All right. Well, let's go drop all this off into my chest. And then it's about noon, so I have to get ready for my day job now. The one in which I know, don't worry, I was considering it too LMAO, but I know we're both struggling money-wise. If I had the cash, my friend, always woulda, coulda, shouldas. But if I had the cash, my friend, I would have already gone through a whole rebrand. Alas. All right. So we'll dump this off, and then we shall see who we know who is streaming, if anyone. It's 12 p.m., 12 noon on a Sunday. So maybe some of my buddies are up and about. Let me pull up Twitch and find out. Gotta grab my phone. Gotta pull up Twitch. Let's see, who do we know who's live that I'm following? Well, Simply Press Start is playing the Epic Mickey remake. So I say we go over there and celebrate the damn mouse being in public domain. So, yeah, we shall do that. Thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you sometime very soon. Wink. I didn't even realize we were Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. So let's raid / nope, come on. Work with me. /raid, simply press start. Tell them that I said hello, and I will see you all later. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So long. Bye, everybody. I gotta press the button to make this work, though, so let me just... There we go. And